What's up, New York? I'm your host, Lydia Patel, and it's a pleasure to be here tonight at the Imani Singers Spring Scholarship Gala. It's an annual event where all the members of the church get together here at Medgar Evers College, and we're about to go inside, give you one-on-one exclusive, and show you what this year's event is all about. We'll also go up close and personal with a few of the honorees, so let's step inside. There's a beautiful music that's going on, there's lots of activities, and best of all, What's Up is here on location. Let's have a look.
I'm Charlene Carey. I'm Minister of Music of Salem Missionary Baptist Church, Dr. James Thornton, pastor.
So how does it feel tonight to be receiving an award for all of your hard work that you've been doing?
I am very happy, I'm honored, I'm excited. You know, it's wonderful to be appreciated, and I'm so excited, and I thank Professor McMillan and the Imani Singers for this beautiful event.
It is a beautiful event. It's so nice to have everybody in Brooklyn here tonight looking absolutely wonderful and having this opportunity. For those who may not be aware, what does your position really entail?
Okay, as Minister of Music, I oversee all of the music in the church. I happen to also be a musician, so I play for many of the choirs, but basically I'm in charge of the music, all the music that we sing, to make sure that everything goes along with the worship services, oversee the choirs. Big job.
Just get all the music done.
Yes.
It's quite a big job, yes. Absolutely. What advice would you give to anybody who's into the gospel, looking to get into this and not quite sure where to get started?
Well, I started as a youngster in my church, playing for the different choirs, but I really believe this is a calling, and my personal belief is you must have a relationship with Jesus Christ first.
Amen.
And the music is to honor Him and glorify Him. If you have that relationship with Him, then He will give you direction in how to go forth.
So before we go, is there anybody that you want to say what's up to?
What's up to my children, my family, my brothers, sisters, my Salem family, my pastor? What's up?
It's all about keeping the blessings, and I definitely feel blessed here tonight being at such a beautiful event. I've got the master of the pipe organ, and I'm sure if we're lucky enough we'll get to hear you play a little something, maybe later on. But why don't you introduce yourself and welcome to What's Up New York.
And my name is Craig Brown, and I'm the organist at James United Methodist Church. I've been in the business for about 33 years, and I'm grateful to have this opportunity, and I'm grateful for this honor.
So has organ always been one of your key instruments that you've loved to play? How did it all get started for you?
From the time I was 6 years old, the first time I heard the organ, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to be a church musician. That's what I wanted to do.
So what about those who actually want to take this up as a career in terms of music? That's another avenue of pursuing your musical career. What advice would you give for that?
We need church musicians to minister to our people. So that's why I'm saying that young people, you have to consider taking up the field of music, church music, because we need ministers of music to minister.
Now, what do you feel, and what's your opinion about how the gospel scene has basically exploded? Now there's television networks, not stations, there's the whole networks, there's the music. And to be a part of that, how do you feel about that all coming all together?
The gospel music has its place. All kinds of music has its place in church. So it's good to have gospel, but it's good to have classic, spirituals, and all different kinds of church music.
That's great. And before I let you go, of course, I got to ask you, who do you want to say what's up to?
What's up to is my wife, Betty, and all my people at James United Methodist Church, all the people in the community. What's up?
Once again, we're here on location for the Imani Singers Scholarship Award Gala. A lot of people are getting honored here tonight, and it's so wonderful to see so many beautiful people who are doing a lot of hard work in the gospel come out and receive an award. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody at home?
Well, my name is Linda Brockington. I'm the Minister of Music of St. Anthony Baptist Church in Brooklyn, where the Reverend Dr. Dwayne E. Cooper is pastor and Reverend Booker T. McCollum is pastor emeritus.
That is wonderful. So one of the main things is you are actually receiving an award here tonight.
Yes.
So how does that feel for all of your accomplishments to do this hard work to get recognized?
Well, you know, I didn't do it to get recognized. You got to do it because you love it. And then the recognition will come. If you're doing it for recognition, it may never come. And in my case, it almost didn't come. So it's been a long time. You just do it because you love it. You have to do this because you love it. It's a very thankless job. but we thank God that God appreciates what we do. But you have to do it because of the love of the music and the people and the ministry.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I completely agree. Now, how is it, do you find it a challenge, I should say, to balance doing the church, ministering this music, keeping a home life, a personal life? How do you maintain all of that?
I don't have a life. That's what happens. You know, I'm also a minister. I work for a hospital as well and do this. So I'm always, and I do music somewhere else as well. So this is my life. So that's why I'm able to balance it. It's not really a balance because, you know, all work and no play, but I enjoy it.
Absolutely. Yes. Is there any projects that are coming up? Are you potentially going on any tours or maybe visiting any other churches, bringing your music elsewhere?
Well, I do that often. I'm getting ready to go to Hampton. We go there, you know, that's something that goes on every year. And I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. Yes. Yes.
One last question before I let you go. Is there anybody that you want to say what's up to?
Oh, well, what's up to my mom? She's here. She's been my biggest supporter, and she's the reason why I'm in ministry at all and in the church. And I appreciate it. I haven't always acted like I appreciated it, but I appreciate it, and I love her immensely. Yes.
That is fantastic. Shout outs to Mommy for getting this lovely lady into the church and not just getting you here, keeping you here.
Yes. She's my ministering angel.
My name is Roberta Laws, and I am one of the honorees tonight, and I'm very privileged to be here and very honored that Medgar Evers and the Imani Singers and Glenn McMillan, who is also a friend of mine, would think enough of me and my work to want to honor me.
Now let's discuss a little bit of your work. You've done so many things, have a beautiful voice. Actually, one of our producers got the pleasure to hear you sing and was just taken away by that. Why don't you tell us about a little more in depth about what you do?
I started out really just wanting to sing, not really knowing where that path was going to take me. And it led me to the Boston Conservatory of Music, and then opera found me. I've always loved the stage, and that has taken me all around the world, but it also constantly brings me back home. And I'm presently the Minister of Music at Mount Lebanon Baptist Church, where I grew up. So I've been there basically since I was 5 years old and have come and gone, but I'm back there now. And so my music takes me down lots of different avenues. I still have my classical music, I still travel, I still sing, I still love to perform, and I still love to be at home and direct a choir and be involved with sacred music and all that church and worship brings with it. So I just feel very blessed to be able to be surrounded by music all the time, which is what I love.
And that's absolutely amazing. Like you said, you know, you get to bring it back home and have a little piece of that. Now, gospel and opera are two very different things, but how are they similar for you?
Because music speaks. It doesn't matter if you're talking in the classical vernacular or if you are speaking in the gospel or the spiritual, or there's also classical music in church in the form of the anthem. So it's all relative. It's just all music. And to me, I mean, there's difference in texture and style, but at the end of the day, it's just all music, and music speaks no matter what.
So would it be too much to ask you which one would you choose if you had to choose?
Well, I didn't choose. It chose me. So classical music chose me. My voice was clearly a classical-oriented voice from the time I was a child. But directing music in my church, I'm not really singing gospel, but I'm teaching it and teaching my choir to sing gospel music, to sing inspirational music, also to sing spirituals. So that particular thing chose me to be able to give to them. So, you know, you don't really get to choose.
No, I don't really think you get to choose. Sometimes it just chooses you. But before I let you go, who do you want to say what's up to?
Who do I want to say what's up to? I want to say what's up to all of my friends who have wished me well tonight, who could not be here, and in particular my Mount Lebanon family who could not be here, but just sent me here with love and support.
And that's the best gift they could give you.
It is. It is.
What's up, New York? As we are continuing our coverage, we've got honoree Dr. Proctor here with us tonight. How does it feel, Dr. Proctor, to be recognized for your work in this field?
I feel very honored to be recognized, and one of the things I always like to do is to let my music speak for itself. I'm Minister of Music at Bridge Street AWME Church, the pastor there, and we are I've been there now for almost 25, 30 years. 30 years, I'm still there. Through all the trials and tribulations as a music director dealing with choirs and everything else, but we weathered the storm and everything, and I'm glad to be recognized.
Well, as a music director and having so many years experience, how has musical directing changed over the last few years and even most recently?
Well, one of the things that is happening in music today, it's a clash between the traditional gospel music and hip-hop gospel music and the contemporary music. But as a musician, I've learned to play and appreciate all types because we're serving one God.
Absolutely, and if that's a way to bring in the younger crowd and to keep everybody together, you can't really knock it. That's something you'll have to roll with. Any advice for people who want to get into musical directing?
Well, one of the things that you must have is patience. And once you have patience and you're willing to learn, then it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't be a problem.
And patience, that's one of the key things. So I think we're going to bottle that up, and if we could have a recipe for that, I could use a little bit of patience myself sometimes. Well, Dr. Proctor, thank you so much for joining us. And once again, congratulations here tonight.
And the pastor of my church is Dr. David Cousin. He's the pastor of our church. And I would also like to thank the members of Bridge Street Church for supporting me this evening. Thank you.
Wonderful. And before I let you go, who do you want to say what's up to?
I would like to say what's up to all of my friends. All of my friends. I'm from Guyana. All of my friends, especially the Guyanese section of things. And I have friends in every island as well as Americans, and I'd like to thank them very much for their support and everything.
My name is Lilton Mitchell.
And how does it feel to be receiving an award here tonight for such a special event?
Fine, fine. I feel very honored.
How many years have you put in before tonight came?
Well, I've been at the Bethel Baptist Church since 1968, about 42 years. That's a long time.
That's a long time. It takes a lot of dedication. What have you seen and observed in terms of the changes with the music over that span of time?
There's been a radical change, a radical change. Unfortunately, I still come from the traditional group. I can listen to the rest, but I go back to the hymns and anthems and the spirituals I like to hear.
So those are your personal favorites that you like to listen to as well?
Yes, but nowadays the congregation wants a wider spectrum of music.
And that's just a sign of the times.
Yes.
And how you have to put that all together and keep your church relevant.
Definitely, yeah. Well, it was the same when I first started because what we were playing then was considered blues, and the people complained about it. Now it's old-fashioned.
And things has changed, but always in a good way.
Right, that's right. As long as they keep coming to church.
If it keeps them coming and keep praying and keep praising God, then I think that's the most important thing.
The most important thing. And we need to bring the young people back.
Well, we're trying to get them in there the best way that we can. Okay. Before I let you go, Mr. Mitchell, anybody that you want to say what's up to?
Not offhand. Anybody particular?
It could be anybody in particular, anybody that you want to say hello to.
Oh, I'd like to say hello to my good friend, Doctor, who's in charge of the Gospel Music Workshop of America from Pleasant Grove Baptist Church. He's been an inspiration for me ever since I came to Brooklyn.
Well, my name is Sherry Lynn Waldron, and I'm the Minister of Music at Bedford Central Presbyterian Church.
Now, how long have you been the music director at that church?
I've been at the church for about 25 years, but in the capacity of Minister of Music, it's been 18 years.
Now, ministering music, does that mean you get to select and be hands-on? Why don't you give everybody a little bit of an insight on your job?
Sure. I'm responsible for the music at the church, selecting the choruses and the hymns for Sunday morning worship. I direct the adult choir there. I play for the ushers ministry, the men's ministry, the women's ministry, help them to select songs. I work along with the pastor in terms of just, like shaping what the music ministry should look like for the church, and really just striving to enhance it so that people can be drawn closer to the Lord. We also do a piano. Well, not a piano only, but we also are involved in a music program that's open to the community, so I'm involved in that also.
Well, it sounds like you've got a full plate in terms of the music. Where do you get the energy and the inspiration to be able to continue to do this and, of course, balance a regular life?
That's a question that I'm asked very often. The strength comes from the Lord. It's something that I enjoy doing. It's just when a tune plays, the energy just comes. And when you see the end result, it just gives you the motivation to go on a little bit longer and to do it again, to repeat it again for another occasion.
I absolutely love it. Before I let you go, who do you want to say what's up to?
I want to say what's up, of course, to my family, my husband, my mom who's here, my children, Lance, Ariana, and Luke, my future daughter-in-law, Stephanie, all of my choir members that are here, my pastor, and family and friends who are not able to be here today.
What's up, New York? Well, we're switching up the pace a little bit. I've got a pastor here with us tonight. Why don't you introduce yourself and what church you're associated with?
My name is Clive Neal. I'm the pastor of the Bedford Central Presbyterian Church at Nostrand Avenue and Dean Street.
That is wonderful. So representing Brooklyn to the fullest.
Yes.
Now, What's Up New York actually had the pleasure to come to your church not too long ago. How was that for you to have us be there with you?
It was wonderful for able to take some time to focus on our organist who has been so dedicated over the years. And for you guys to come and be a part of her recognition was tremendous for us.
Now, what are you working on in terms of the music? There are so many different programs and just getting everything together. How is that a challenge, but also getting all that worked out for you?
We're particularly trying to get the young people to be involved, to learn the various instruments now. It's becoming a dying art for them to learn the instruments and to participate in worship. So we have organized a tremendous orchestral program that's been led by our organist and Peter Archer. And so they're working very hard to make sure the young people are exposed to playing the instruments, and we do it for free to the community. So that's a great advantage for us to be able to offer music to the community. So
there's a free program where you can come out and learn an instrument and how to play it.
Yes. And it's taught by professional teachers.
That is amazing. Is there any way we can get in contact with you? I would love for you to share that information.
Definitely. Anybody can call the church at 718-467-0740 and just ask about the music program in Saturdays.
Well, what's up, New York? We're continuing our coverage here. We moved upstairs to the beautiful reception area where everything is about to take place. We're going to sit down and have a wonderful meal. Welcome to the program. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Glenn McMillan, and I'm the director of the Imani Seniors here on the campus of Medgar Evers College.
So that's a pretty big job, of course. How does it feel to see all these beautiful people come out here tonight?
It's wonderful. Our purpose is for scholarships, and people have been supportive, and we're just grateful for the opportunity.
A lot of people actually forget that this is a scholarship-based program.
Right.
What exactly are you providing in terms of the scholarship?
Scholarships for students that are pursuing their careers in music and music studies, graduate and undergraduate, Medgar Evers City University, or any college that is they're pursuing their degrees.
Now, for people who want to get in contact with you or possibly even support,
very simple. Just go to www.imanisingers.com and you'll find us there.
Well, I know you're a very, very busy man. We have a lot to do, but guess what? Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for joining us.
And one last quick thing. Who do you want to say what's up to?
That's a good one. What's up to all of my New Yorkers from Brooklyn and to all of my students here at Medgar Evers College?
Well, what's up, New York? I hope you enjoyed this very special episode here at Medgar Evers for the Imani Singers Scholarship Spring Annual Gala that took place here tonight. It's very special, and we got to go one-on-one with some very influential people who are letting us get informed about how musical direction is still very relevant, and little tips and tricks on how you at home can get involved if you should want to choose that as a career, or even better yet, just come to the church and have a good time. So until next time, don't go anywhere. We've got a lot in store. Summer 2012 is in full swing, and that means that What's Up New York is going to be on location giving you nothing but the best. I'm Lydia Patel. Until next week, that's What's Up New York.